Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so very happy to have you guys here as always. Okay, today I'm going to be sharing how to track your ovulation, okay, successfully. And in other ways, this is actually how I track my ovulation successfully. Okay, I am going to be sharing this with you guys. If you are new here, you're very much welcome. Consider hitting the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. I'm so glad to have you here. All my return subscribers, I can't forget you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Today, like I said, I am sharing how you can track your ovulation successfully, especially when you have PCOS. Okay, and to tell you the truth, tracking your ovulation will help you faster to take in. That's if you want to take in. And also, if you are trying, like if you are avoiding pregnancy, this is another method that you can use to avoid pregnancy. You can as well use a natural method. If you can understand your system, if you can track your ovulation, know the day you're ovulating, then perfectly you will stay away from pregnancy. So you can see that tracking your ovulation is actually very good. Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to be sharing with you guys is using your temperature. Okay, this is one thing that needs a lot of your like your time. You need to put in a lot of your time, dedicate into doing this for you to do it successfully. You have to be tracking your temperature every morning, the same time every morning. You have to do this like for 3 good months to understand your system, so that if someone asks you, you will be able to just tell the person this is when and when I will be expecting my ovulation. So the first method is using like basal body temperature. That's using your temperature, which is thermometer, okay, to check your temperature every morning at the same time every morning. Right from the day you stop seeing your menses, you'll be tracking your temperature. So when you're tracking your temperature continuously at the same time every day, you will notice that, and you have to do it right from that time you are lying down on your bed. You don't need to wake up and start doing your normal activities before checking. Okay, so let's say you're waking up around 8 a.m, waking up around 7 a.m, but the best time is to just fix a time when you'll be doing it and doing it right on that time. Okay, every morning you have to do it for times. So you notice that around the time you are going to see, in fact, this particular method is the best way to tell you the day you are going to ovulate. Okay, because it's going to strike up right that day you are going to ovulate, to tell you that this is the day you are going to ovulate. So it's very accurate, but what it needs is your time, your dedication. And one thing I must say the truth, that I am not good in using this particular method, because I might wake up this time, the next day might not be the same day. Okay, so it's not something easy. If you are going to do it, you need to dedicate your time. So the next method, or the second method I'm going to be talking about here, is checking your cervical muscles. Okay, your cervical muscles, that's your discharge. You will also start checking this right from the last day of your menses. Okay, start checking your discharge. There will be a point when you will be like, I am certain of the kind of discharge I am supposed to be having around this time. Okay, that's why when you start having issues at that early stage, maybe when you're having infection or something of that nature, you will notice it on time. Why? Because you know your cervical mucus, you know the kind of normal cervical mucus that you're supposed to discharge at the normal time. Okay, so you'll be checking this continuously every morning. When you wake up, you check your cervical mucus to know how it is. Okay, to know what you're getting. And around the time of your ovulation, closer to your ovulation, you will start discharging more, and then it will be much more clear and then sticky. Okay, when you draw it with your hand, it's going to draw very very well without cutting. Okay, without breaking. I don't know if you understand. It's going to be clear, and it looks just like that egg white. Okay, if you've seen egg white, then that's how your discharge is going to look like. Okay, this is another good natural method of tracking your ovulation, and this particular method works for me well. Okay, I can tell you that when I start noticing any kind of strange feeling, okay, strange issue on my system, I will know through my discharge. Yes, so this is one thing that will help you. Okay, so if you can do this, it will help you a lot. So the next is tracking your menses. Okay, this is also very important, especially when you have PCOS. You need to track your menses to know if you are actually closer to having regular menses, okay, or if you're having irregular menses, like irregular periods. Okay, so you need to track your menses for like 6 good months. That is the advised stated time. Okay, so you need to track your ovulation and your menses. Check when you are having your periods for up to 6 good months, and by that time you will be able to tell when you are supposed to menstruate. Okay, if you're having irregular periods, it will be easier for you to understand your system too, because that's where it's more difficult. So you need to give your system time and then track your menses. That's the next thing that you can do. Another method that someone can use is tracking your follicles. Okay, this is another method that is not that easy. Why I say this, because it needs your money and every other thing. You will go to scan. The people that are specialized on this will be tracking your follicles closer to that particular time when you are going to ovulate. Okay, they will know if you have released an egg. They will also know when you are going to release that particular egg, if there are matured follicles in your ovaries, and then that's how they will be tracking it until the day you ovulate. This is another perfect method, but it needs your money and time too. Okay, you'll be going from time to time to be doing this checkup, to be tracking and scanning your ovaries to check and know how the ovaries are they growing, are they maturing, has they been released, and you will know exactly the day you ovulate. Okay, but this is not something that is that easy, unless if you've tried every other method and it didn't work for you. You can go for follicle tracking. Okay, tracking your follicles. The last method I am going to tell you guys, which is my best method, is using this ovulation test strip. Okay, using ovulation test strip is another best and fast method that you can use, notwithstanding that you can be testing and the test will be telling you yes, you are closer, you've ovulated while you didn't. Yes, it's very possible. So but I have one that I normally use, just something like this. I don't know. Ovulation test predictor. Okay, this is a kind of test strip that helps you to predict when you are going to ovulate. Okay, so you use this. Every one of them has their own direction, so you read the direction on how you can use it, but mainly you use your urine in the morning, just like when you're doing your PT strip. It's very easy and safe. Okay, very fast, very easy. So this is one of the things that I used, and you use it to check your urine around the time when you are closer to your menses. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, this is one of the times when I tracked my, I don't know if you can see, when I tracked my ovulation. I actually used just 5 of it. Okay, why? Because I know my system. So I started right at the time when I am expecting to ovulate. Okay, as at that time I know when I'm closer to my ovulation. So what I did was to get 5 of these strips, okay, and start using them closer to my, you can see that I started around day 12. Okay, I started at day 12 of my cycle because I know that this is closer to my menses. But this has been a long time. You might not be able to see it very clearly. You will notice that right at that 12th day of my cycle, on Monday 19th, I started noticing that the second line being darker. Okay, to show you that I know that this is the time when I am going to be expecting it. But if you are not sure when you're going to be expecting, or when you're going to ovulate, you can either buy more, okay, get more test ovulation test strip, and use it right maybe at the 6th day after your menses. You start tracking your ovulation. Okay, so at the time, if you start tracking it from that particular time, closer to when you are going to ovulate, it's going to show some, the line is going to be dark, just like the men control line. Okay, there's a control line there, there's another line, as you can see here, there's a control line here, there's another line, I don't know if you can see this, there's another line here. So when you are on your ovulation, it's going to be dark, just like that control line, to show you that yes, you are on your ovulation. Okay, you are going to ovulate at any time. That's why I said that the temperature on is very much accurate, but it needs your time. Okay, I am not the type that i don't I don't like, I don't give in to that because of the time. It needs dedication, but this is my best method. Whenever I tried this particular strip, it works for me. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I wanted to share with you guys methods, best natural easy methods that will help you to track your ovulation. Okay, this can be sold at even drug shops, okay, or you order it online. Okay, so that is it, and I'm so happy that you've been here with us. Wishing you luck if you are expecting, wishing you luck if you are not expecting. Okay, so that's it for today's video. See you guys in my next video.